Hello to everyone and welcome to this session which is about how to create competitive advantage. The good news is, even if your competitive advantage is not clear, well, there are basically three different sources that might help you to create a competitive advantage. The first one is called structural advantage. Basically, it means that as a company, you've got something which is, for instance, patents, which is an access to a unique supplier that's known to be the best one in this industry, an exclusive access to raw materials, or, for instance, you've got a massive installed base of the product that you sell, or potentially, if you run a chain of shops or restaurants, you might have the best locations already. So this is called the structural advantage, and as a result of that, competitors will find a hard time to imitate you. And you can enjoy this situation, which is based on the fact that you occupy a preferred position in the structure of the market. The second source of competitive advantage is based on execution. Basically, a number of companies, when you look at them, they do not have necessarily the best brand or a unique access to exclusive patents or technology, but actually, when you look at the results of these companies over a long period of time, they deliver superior returns, always and always. Well, here again, they might have something that others don't have. And if you look at them, you might see that each and every of the activities that they perform along all the steps of the value chain where they're present, well, they do it slightly better than others, possibly at a lower cost or in a more efficient way. The result is, if you add up all these little advantages, at the end of the day, this leads to superior profits. They're just good in execution. Actually, they might not be known to be the best one in delivering a strategy, but when it comes to doing things, to executing, they're the best ones. The third source of competitive advantage is called insight or foresight. What it means is that the company, for instance, has some sort of a visionary team or leader who can anticipate what the future will be. Well, this is not often the case. So the good news is that the other source to achieve insight foresight is really about looking at the data of your customer. What it's called data mining, for instance, and it's all about giving sense, shaping the data in a way that you can identify future behaviors of customers. And this is achieved by a number of companies looking at the data, for instance, for loyalty cards. That's the third source. In addition to that, some companies achieve competitive advantage because they also have a very strong culture, the culture of performance, the culture of execution, which will again help them achieve and deliver better results than the others, because the people are extremely committed. They have a shared vision, the behaviors of their individuals is fully aligned with basically the culture of the company. Well, these are the 3+1, if I can say, sources of competitive advantage. The three ingredients, if you want, that you would use in a good recipe about competitive advantage. Now, when you bake a cake, you've got the ingredients and you've got the recipes. Okay? So we tend to say that there are two recipes to achieve competitive advantage. One is about cost leadership. One is about differentiations. What does it mean? Competitive advantage is achieved when you have superior returns, basically the difference between the value you create and the invested capital. So some companies, for the same value created, manage to basically invest less or to deliver the same products, the same services at a lower cost, much lower than everybody else in the industry, well below the average. Not just low cost, but lower than the rest, lower than the average. Well, this is called cost leadership. It's achieved through unique technologies, it's achieved through economies of scale, to unique access to low-cost, good quality suppliers, and so on. So this is cost leadership. Okay, you achieve your end results at a lower cost, well, much lower than the rest of the industry. The other recipe to achieve competitive advantage is differentiation. What it means is that for the same cost, you can sell at a higher price, at a premium. So what it means is that the willingness to pay by your customers is here. They're willing to pay more to get your products. They see a higher value. They believe that if they pay more, they're going to have a better value if they buy your products. Okay? So this is really about differentiation, and differentiation is really decided by the end customer, who is ready to pay more and who wants to do that because of the brand, because of the quality of your products, because of the technology, and so on. So this is called a differentiation strategy, and it's the second way, the second recipe after cost leadership to achieve competitive advantage. Some companies also manage to have a mix of cost leadership and differentiation. Okay? We've seen that in the past 5 to 10 years as a result of globalization, where on one side a company can sell a product at a premium, on the other side they can produce it, for instance in China, at a low cost, especially if they're a leader and they can manage significant economies of scale. So these are basically the two recipes to achieve competitive advantage and the three ingredients, three sources. Thank you.